Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day. So today our group will be presenting on our tutorial task 6. So firstly, I will be introducing my name. My name is Nur Farah Karida binti Mazla, and for this session, I will be playing the role of Ustaz Karun bin Din, which is the witness and also the defense counsel.
Assalamualaikum. I am Nur Hidayah and will be representing as Deputy Public Prosecutor.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Amalin Irene, and I will play as Inspector Gadget and also a defense counsel.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Ida Afifah. I will be playing as the accused Ali bin Baba.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Ifah Zulaika and I will be playing as the judge. Court is now in session. Is DPP ready?
Yes, Yang Arif.
Is the counsel ready?
Yes, Yang Arif.
Yes, Yang Arif.
We will now hear opening statement from the DPP.
Okay, so Ali Baba on 10 November 2017, specifically at night at 10 p.m., has been accused of trespassing Dewan A, Museum Seni Terengganu, to try to steal a valuable and well-known caricature named Reformasi that is worth 2 million ringgit. Please find Ali Baba guilty of removing dishonestly any movable property from the custody or possession of the owner without his knowledge, with the intention to deprive the property from the custody or possession of the owner under Section 19 of Sharia Criminal Offence Hudud and Qisas Enactment 2002, Terengganu, for the offence of Sariqah.
DPP, please call your witnesses. Inspector Gadget, please take a stand, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, now may I start with the questions? Okay, for the first witness. Okay, so what is your name?
My name is Gadget Gula Sekaran.
So what is your occupation?
I work as a police bantuan for the Museum of Arts Kuala Terengganu.
So, is it true that you saw Ali Baba remove the caricature from its original place?
I did not saw anyone or Ali bin Baba remove the caricature from its place, because at the time when I arrived at the place, the caricature is already missing.
So, is the museum usually strictly guarded by the auxiliary police at night?
I think yes, because every night there are many guards placed at the museum to guard the arts material, and there are also few CCTVs, so I think it was guarded securely.
So, it was confirmed, it was guarded.
Yes.
Okay. So, is the caricature fully secured and locked in a special place with no possibility that it will be stolen?
I will not say that the caricature was securely locked in a special place, as the caricature was only displayed in the hall A. So I think it is not locked in a special place. So I think everyone can easily saw the caricature.
But at night, the museum is closed, and no one
Yes.
can go enter into the museum and look at the caricature, right?
Yes.
So it can be said that the caricature is securely guarded, and it is even though it's placed on the hall, but still
Yes, I would say that it was securely guarded because we have security guards at the place and also police bantuan to guard the Museum of Arts. So yes, I think it was securely guarded.
Okay. So, why is the caricature name Reformasi so special and valuable?
Because the caricature was the value of the caricature was is 2 million ringgit, so it was quite expensive with the huge amounts of money. So I think that's why the caricature was very valuable.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. No further question.
Defense counsel, do you want to cross-examine next?
Yes, Yang Arif. So firstly, uh, what are you doing on the night of the incident?
I was about to go off duty as my shift ended at 11 p.m. And then suddenly I hear a weird noise coming from Hall A. So I went to check the hall. Then I'm shocked as the most expensive caricature that was on display was missing. As I'm in panic, I immediately called the police for help.
Okay, second question. Do you see who has taken the caricature that has been placed in Hall A?
No, I didn't see who was taking the caricature, as when I arrived at the hall, the caricature was already missing.
Okay, do you see the accused at the hall and when did you see him?
Yes, I do see him. When I was on the phone, I heard a sound from hall A. So I went back in to check again, and I found the accused holding the missing caricature. It looks like he wanted to return it.
Sure. And lastly, when you see the accused, did he run from you?
Yes, he did. But he kept tripping over himself until he could no longer walk. So I had to carry him to Balai.
Okay, thank you, Yang Arif. Now, and also the witness. Now, I will proceed with my argument. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon to Yang Arif and members of the floor. I am Farah Karida and today I will be the first defense counsel representing on behalf of my client Ali bin Baba, who has been accused of committing the crime of Sarikah at 10 p.m. on the 10th November 2017 at the Museum Seni Terengganu. Therefore, Yang Arif, may I start my argument?
Yes, you may start.
Thank you, Yang Arif. Firstly, in order for an offender who commits the crime of sarikah to be liable for hudud, it is actually important that the offender must be adult and sane at the time of the commission of the offence, and that he must have committed theft intentionally. Here, the accused, Ali bin Baba, is 33 years of age, which actually makes him an adult and sane. But is that fact alone enough? I believe no, it's not. Ali also needs to satisfy the conditions for theft in order for him to be liable for hudud. The juries concur that the following are the basic conditions for theft liable to had. First, the offender must have taken away the stolen property surreptitiously from custody. Second, the stolen property must be of a prescribed value or more. Third, the offender must not have any direct or indirect ownership in the stolen property and it must be owned by an individual. And fourth, the offender must have committed theft with his free consent and not in a state of compulsion or dire necessity. And lastly, the property must be in custody. Now, did Ali bin Baba satisfy all the conditions stated just now? Yang Arif, I would like to specifically point out the first element, which is the offender must have taken away the stolen property surreptitiously from custody. According to Imam Abu Hanifah, it is necessary for the theft liable to hudud that the accused must have entered into the hearse and come out from it along with the stolen property. In case he fails and come out from it, in case he fails, he shall not be liable to hudud, but shall be liable for ta'zir. Alama Kasani writes, taking away the property of another person surreptitiously is of two kinds. The first one is direct and the second one is indirect. So far, direct is concerned it completes when the offender himself takes away the property of a person and gets it out of the list. Thus, if he enters the his for taking away the property and is arrested inside it before taking out the property from the his hand shall not be cut, because taking away the property means to bring it in one's own possession completely by getting it out of the his, which here is not found. Now, Yang Arif, I would like to call upon now, Yang Arif, I would like to rest my argument here and the session may continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Defense Counsel. Does the DPP have any more witnesses to call?
Thank you, Ya Arif. I call to the stand Ustaz Khairun.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sekarang please take this and raise your right hand. Please like swear that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do.
Okay, now Ya Arif, may I start question? So, what is your name?
Okay, my name is Ustaz Karun bin Din.
So, how can you end up in the museum that night?
Okay, I actually received a call at 11:30 p.m. from Balai Polis Batu Buruk and I rushed right away to the museum.
So, what are you doing there?
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, they asked me to cure the person because he can't move his leg.
Okay, so when you first arrived at the place, where did you see the caricature? Please act.
If I'm not mistaken, the art piece is located near the original place and I believe it's lying on the floor.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. No further question.
Now I will call upon the accused to come to the stand.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ali, please take this stand. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony that you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
DPP and Defense Counsel, you may start your questions.
Okay, thank you, Arif. Okay, so for the first question, did you prepare all the advanced equipment beforehand, knowing that it will be difficult to take away the caricature without any prior preparation?
Yes, I have made the necessary preparations by using all advanced equipment in order to ease my job, which is to remove the caricature from its place, because I was aware that it will be challenging given that it was totally secured because it was a well-known caricature.
So after hearing the voice for the first time, you initially insisted on proceeding with your plan to take away the caricature?
Yes, I still insisted to take away the caricature and try to move forward to leave the museum, despite hearing a loud and strange voice that told me to stop what I was doing at that time.
So you felt so scared and that is why you stopped?
Yes, I felt so scared. I have never in my life felt anything like that. It was both scary and quite mystic. I couldn't seem to leave the museum after hearing the voice. I was genuinely frightened for my safety by the yell and also by the lightning that goes towards my way. I made the decision to stop and go back to the hall to return the caricature.
So you tried to run away while holding the caricature but kept tripping over yourselves?
Yes, I tried to run away after having been noticed by the police officer and left the caricature, but unfortunately I kept tripping over myself because I felt as if both of my legs are on the left side.
Okay, thank you. No further questions.
Defense counsel.
Okay. Yang Arif, I would like to counter-examine the accused. So, do you have intention to steal the caricature at that night?
Yes, I have intention to steal the caricature at the night, and I chose to steal it at night because during the time there was nobody at the museum.
Why did you not finish your act to steal the property?
It is because I heard a loud voice that told me to stop what I was doing at that time, and it also told me to return. The voice also told me to return the caricature that I almost successfully stole. I was too afraid to proceed to leave the museum with the caricature as I felt there is lightning bolt towards me. The voice also told me to repeat if I want to be safe.
Okay. After returning the caricature, are you attempting to do it again?
No, I did not attempt to steal it again because I was afraid to do so.
Okay. That's all, Arif. I would like to continue my argument.
Yes, Mr.
Okay. So, the accused, Ali bin Baba, did attempt to steal the caricature at that night. However, he did not finish his act and he returned the caricature to the hall. If the eyewitnesses didn't mention in their testimony that they have seen the thief entering the place from where property was stolen and coming out along with the stolen property, or if there is only one eyewitness, the accused shall be punished with ta'zir. In this current situation, you can see that there was only one eyewitness that saw the accused for returning the caricature in the hall, who is Inspector Gadget. Your Honor, the accused did run from the witness, even though he had been seen by the witness. But he didn't. His body cannot move, and he also asked for forgiveness and repent his doing. In this case, as referred to the view of the juries, we can see that Ali bin Baba did restore the caricature back to the hall, and he should be liable for ta'zir instead of hudud, as he did not finish his act for stealing. And he also already confessed his crime at the police station, where he really regret of what he's doing, as he confessed his crime, restored the stolen property, and repent his act. He should be liable for ta'zir instead of food. That's not my argument.
Thank you, Defense Counsel. We will now hear closing statements on behalf of the DPP.
Okay, thank you, Yang Arif. So for the closing remark, so Ali Baba, he only intended to stop due to the feeling of frightened, or otherwise he still proceeded. He successfully took the caricature from the place where it is kept, which means that the possession of the caricature has already been deprived from the owner. It was all done secretly before this scary incident happened, meaning that he has already fulfilled all the requirements under Sariqah. The possession of the caricature is still being deprived from the owner after this scary incident, as the caricature itself was not in its original place but instead on the floor. Thus, I believe that Ali Baba shall be liable under Section 19 Syariah Criminal Offence Hudud and Qisas Enactment 2002 Terengganu for the offence of Sariqah. Thank you, Your Honour.
Defense Counsel, you may give your closing statement.
Thank you, Yang Arif. In current situation, Ali bin Baba was caught by Inspector Gadget while he was trying to return the art piece to its original place. Therefore, the crime is actually not complete as he did not manage to bring out the art piece outside the heirs, such in this case the museum. It is also stated in Section 21 Clause E of the Sharia Criminal Offence Hudud and Qisas 2002 that hudud punishment for sarikah shall not apply in circumstances where the offender has not obtained full possession of the stolen property, although its owner have already been deprived of its custody and possession. Therefore, Yang Arif, I believe that my client shall not be liable for had under Section 19. Hence, I rest my case.
Thank you and witnesses for the submission presentation. The verdict has made by the court, considering the circumstances and evidence addressed. I hereby respectfully sentence the defendant to a fine of 3,000 Malaysian ringgit and 5 months imprisonment. The punishment is based on Section 21, Paragraph L, Sharia criminal offense during indictment, where the punishment of hudud for sarikah is not applicable. Thus, I will apply taxi punishment in this case. Court is adjourned.